December the 3rd. Let's see, it's about 10:39 out here, boys and girls, and it's cool. Observation with the Nokta triple score with a small coil. Before I show it, there's not going to be any two machines out here or three on at the same time. I'm going to show you these competitors' models here. Now, this machine doesn't cost as much, but people still use this machine. So you might learn something here, huh? Nokta might want to look at this even, huh? Now, I've intentionally dialed this Manticore up to 26 sensitivity, M8 coil. There's an aluminum can down there, okay? All-terrain, low conductors, maximum speed. Watch what happens here. You see that ID? Okay. Now, the can is down beneath the second 2x4. I just removed one, so we're going to take this call a little lower in here. See what I've got? So I'm a little lower in there, and I'm getting some pretty consistent ID on that aluminum can. I'll show the aluminum can at the end of the video. Let me turn this camera off. We'll repeat this test with the Deus HF2 coil running some high frequency. We're going to look at this machine here in Park and Field M2. Okay, the triple score. All right. Deus HF2 coil's fired up. We're going to look at the 53 kilohertz band, which is what we're currently in. Okay, speed 5, maximum speed. Full tones offset of 0, and I'll even take out that factory notch. So this is a 53 kilohertz multi-frequency band. See my ID there. 8990. Okay. 89 kilohertz band, speed 5. I'm still running right at 9091. Okay. We'll take this 2x4 off. We'll bring the call in a little lower. Now, you know, you can have overload, okay? So I brought the call in a little closer. That's 89 kilohertz band. Here's the 53. Okay, so you've seen how that machine behaved on that can with high speed with just the can down there on its side smashed. Let me turn the camera off. We're going to fire up this triple score. All right, triple score's fired up. Now, this is how the machine behaves. You know, you're going to see this in the wild. Could this machine be adjusted with an update? I don't know. Okay, but it acts a little different now. Call size-wise, there is some slight differences there, okay? Is that causing this? Well, I don't know. Okay, we're in Field M2, speed 5. We're at maximum speed. Listen. You hear that? Okay. Park M2, speed 5. You see that? Okay. Now if I drop the speed to 4 in Park M2, we don't see this. Only when I go to speed 5 from this distance here. Hear that? See that? Now I'm going to hold the call up. Okay, so now we're getting, as soon as I get that call, down there. So there you might suspect what? Look, see the ID in the window? Those two machines over there are not doing this from this coil height over that can at maximum speed. Now I removed the 2x4. If we bring the coil in a little closer, now I'm still in Park M2 speed 5. You see what you got. If I hold the coil up, let me put this 2x4 back up here. Okay. Still in Park M2 speed 5. Now I'm on the 2x4. You hear that? And I lift the coil. I get more traditional reporting. It sort of mirrors what those do. But I've got those coils down on the 2x4. See what happens. Only in speed 5 though. Here's speed 4. Whoops. Speed 4. Speed 4 acts up a little bit. Speed 3. See? It is a difference, and I just wanted to let you know, you could be running higher speed. It makes this machine a little harder to do with what I've been showing with those two machines as far as if this was setting there above that can. See that can right there? Far different to use that machine, it seems, versus those two, because of how this machine is behaving just on the can at high speed. So, you users out there, you'll see this probably in the wild. If you're running higher speed, you may see some low ID on a can versus slower speed. Faster versus slower. You see that. But you go to the speed 5, that's when it shows up. You might see it a little in 4. You don't see it hardly at all at speed 3. That's going to conclude the video.